friends, welcome to Strictly for Non-Veg. Today's recipe is a very delicious prawns biryani. So let's get started and check out the recipe. If you like this video, please click on the like icon and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Also click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get the updates and notifications. For this recipe, I am taking about 2 cups of basmati rice which I have soaked in water for half an hour. I have taken 3 sliced onions which I have fried until it's crispy brown. I have also taken 4 onions which I have finely sliced, 3 tomatoes which I have finely chopped, about 500 grams of prawns which are washed and cleaned, half cup of curd. I have taken some bunch of coriander leaves and mint leaves which are chopped. I have taken a lemon. Lemon is required, lemon juice would be required. I have taken half tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1.5 tablespoon of red chili powder, half tablespoon of garam masala, salt as per taste, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic and chili paste. So let's get started and check out the recipe. First of all, we need to marinate the prawns. For this, I will put this in a mixing bowl. I'll add half tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, salt, some turmeric powder and about 3 tablespoons of curd, and mix this together. We need to marinate this for about half an hour at least. While this is getting marinated, let's start with the biryani process. For this, I have taken a big bottom vessel and I have added about 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil and some whole spices. So whole spices you can add as per your choice. I have taken some peppercorns, black peppercorns, star anise, I have put a bay leaf, some cloves. Then we will add the finely sliced onions. We need to fry them until it's nicely golden brown. On a medium-high flame you can fry them. If you're stirring it continuously, you can keep it on a high flame until it's golden brown. Onions have turned brown now, golden brown now. Now I have added about half tablespoon of ginger garlic and chili paste. And we need to fry them until it's aromatic and the raw smell is gone. See, a nice aroma is coming out. Now we can add the other ingredients. So I am adding chopped tomatoes and fry them on a high flame until it's nice, soft and mushy. You can add some salt. When you're adding tomatoes, you can add some salt along with the tomatoes. Salt helps tomatoes to cook faster, so it's always advisable to add salt immediately after adding tomatoes. Fry them on a medium-high flame. This would take about 3 to 4 minutes. So you can see the tomatoes are nicely cooked, soft and mushy now. First goes in the red chili powder. So you can add red chili powder as per your taste. If you want more spicy, you can add more, or less spicy, you can add less. Turmeric powder and garam masala. But for biryani, I guess you should keep a bit spicy, then it tastes much better. Mix all this masalas well and roast it until it's aromatic, so the raw smell is gone. So the masala is ready. Now to this we will add the marinated prawns. Mix this together and let the prawns cook well in the masala. We won't be adding any water here. So the prawns will release its own water and it will get cooked in the same water, so we're not adding any additional water here. I'll add some chopped coriander leaves and some mint leaves. This will give a nice flavor to the masala. Mix it together. Mix it again well. You can see the water has been released, a bit of water has been released, and let the prawns cook in the same water. So we just need to cook prawns for about 5 minutes. I'll cover it and cook for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we'll just check. If you overcook the prawns, it will get very rubbery. So we'll just cook for 5 minutes because later on anyways in dum it will get cooked. So the prawns is ready, the masala is perfectly ready. We'll add some more salt after checking the seasoning as per your taste. Then goes in the fried crispy onion. So this is very important, we need to add this because this gives a very nice flavor, it gives actual biryani flavor to the masala. So it's very essential that you add the crispy fried onions. And then we'll add about 4 tablespoons of curd, some chopped coriander leaves and some chopped mint leaves. Mix this all together, just 1-2 minutes we'll stir it and cook it, and then we'll shut this off. So the masala is perfectly ready. We can take that off the flame and we can start the rice preparation process. For making rice, I've taken a bottom vessel. I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of ghee to this, and then we'll put some whole spices. So this would be as per your taste. I'm adding some 2 bay leaves, some black peppercorns. You can add some cloves, star anise, so it depends on what you want. I'm adding about 4 cups of water because we have taken about 2 cups of basmati rice. So the water and rice ratio is always 1:2. So for 1 cup of rice, we need to take 2 cups of water. So since we have taken 2 cups of basmati rice, I have taken 4 cups of water. After adding some salt, you can see it has reached the boiling point, and now after it starts boiling, we can add the soaked rice. So soaking rice makes the rice very fluffy and non-sticky. So it's good that if you soak the rice before adding it for at least half an hour. Then goes in the lemon juice. So lemon juice also avoids sticking of the rice. So that's essential that you add lemon after adding the rice. Mix it together and let this boil. So it started boiling, we have kept this on a high flame. So it has started boiling well. I have put this on a low flame now. I'll cover this with a lid and cook for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can see the rice is perfectly cooked. Since we have put the exact measurement of water, there is no additional water, no extra water. The rice is perfectly cooked and it's non-sticky. You can see nice fluffy rice just come out. So the rice is ready, the masala is ready. So now we need to keep this on dum. So for this, to keep it on a dum, I have taken a thick pan. On that, I'll keep the masala vessel, and then we'll top it up or layer it up with the rice, the cooked rice. So we have cooked the rice to perfection. We have not overcooked the rice. So rice is cooked to about 90%, and the extra 10% that we need to cook is over dum. So we'll layer it with the rice. And then we'll just garnish it with some crispy fried onions, some chopped coriander leaves and some chopped mint leaves. Chopped mint leaves here. I've put 1 tablespoon of ghee over it to give a nice flavor or fragrance, and just sprinkle some garam masala. This gives a nice aroma to the rice. Now we need to dum it for 10 minutes on a low flame. After 10 minutes, you can see a nice aroma is coming out, beautiful smell is coming out, beautiful fragrance of the biryani. So the biryani is perfectly ready. So we'll just serve this in a plate. We'll just check the rice. You can see the rice is so fluffy, non-sticky. So our biryani is perfectly ready. So whenever you're keeping it on dum, now for example we have kept it for 10 minutes and you need to turn off the heat after 10 minutes, and only after 5 minutes you have to open the lid, so that the entire flavors and fragrance of the biryani is spread across in the rice and the masala. So the biryani is ready. We'll just serve this. Prawns biryani, spicy tangy biryani is perfectly ready. The non-sticky rice, you can see the fluffy rice. It looks so tempting and so beautiful. Do try this recipe. It's very simple but very tasty. Try this recipe at home. Do share your valuable comments and feedbacks. If you like this video, please click on the like icon and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.